Emma sat on the bed in her wedding dress. The room was quiet. The candles were still burning, but her heart was cold. She waited for her husband, Ryan, but he didn't come. The clock ticked. Minutes became hours. Her eyes were full of tears. It was supposed to be the happiest night of her life, but she was alone. Suddenly, the door opened. Emma looked up quickly, hoping to see Ryan. But it wasn't him. It was a man, tall, handsome, with kind eyes. He looked just as surprised. "I'm sorry," he said. "I didn't know you were here." Emma stayed silent. "I'm Aiden, Ryan's cousin. I just came to check if everything was okay." She tried to smile, but her lips didn't move. Aiden saw the pain in her eyes. He didn't ask questions. He sat on the chair near the bed and said, "You don't have to be alone tonight." Emma looked at him. She didn't know why, but his presence made her feel safe. For the first time that night, she felt a little less broken. Emma woke up to soft voices outside her room. She stepped closer to the door and heard Aiden talking on the phone. "She's alone. Ryan left her," he whispered. "He never cared. He only married her for her father's money." Emma's heart stopped. Her hands shook. She stepped back, tears rolling down her face. She had married a lie. Aiden turned and saw her. He ended the call quickly. "You heard that, didn't you?" he asked softly. Emma nodded. "Was it true?" she whispered. Aiden didn't hide the truth. "Yes. I didn't want to tell you like this. But I couldn't lie." Emma sat down, her eyes blank. She felt lost, like everything was fake. Aiden knelt in front of her. "You don't deserve this," he said. "You're kind. You're beautiful. You should be loved." For hours, they talked. About life. About pain. About dreams that broke. Aiden made her smile a little. He made her laugh once. When he gently held her hand, she didn't pull away. For the first time, someone saw her not as a bride, but as a woman who deserved love. Later that evening, Emma and Aiden went for a walk in the garden. The sky was cloudy, and the wind felt heavy. Emma breathed deeply, trying to forget her pain. Aiden walked beside her, quiet but comforting. Then, without warning, it started to rain. Emma laughed for the first time. "We should run," she said. But as she tried to run, she slipped. Aiden caught her in his arms just in time. Their faces were close. Her hands pressed against his chest. His arms held her tightly. For a long second, they didn't move. Their eyes locked. The rain kept falling, but they didn't care. Something deep passed between them, something warm, something real. They found a small hut nearby and took shelter. Emma's dress was wet, and she was cold. Aiden removed his coat and wrapped it around her shoulders. "You're always saving me," she said softly. "I want to," he replied. He gently wiped a drop of rain from her cheek. She looked into his eyes, and her heart beat faster. They didn't kiss, but in that quiet moment, everything had already changed. Emma stood in front of the mirror, staring at her wedding dress. The same dress she had dreamed of wearing for so long. But tonight, it didn't feel like hers anymore. It felt like a costume, a reminder of the lie she had married into. She slowly undressed, letting the dress fall to the floor. She walked over to the closet and grabbed her bridal veil. With a deep breath, she held it up to the light. It was beautiful, but it represented everything that had broken her. Emma made a decision. With shaking hands, she lit a match and burned the veil. The flames danced, and with each second, she felt a little lighter, a little freer. Later, Aiden came over. He had brought dinner, a simple meal, but it meant more to her than she expected. They sat at the table, talking about everything, life, love, and the future. Aiden looked at her with kind eyes. If I had met you earlier, I would have never let you cry. Emma smiled faintly, feeling her heart warm. You still can, she whispered. As the night went on, they sat close. His hand gently brushed hers. For the first time in a long time, Emma felt safe. She laid her head on his shoulder, no longer needing a veil or a wedding to feel whole. She finally felt loved. The door slammed open, and Ryan stumbled inside, his eyes wild and angry. What is this? He yelled, pointing at Emma and Aiden, who were sitting together on the couch. This is my house. My wife. Emma's heart raced, but before she could speak, Aiden stood up. His voice was calm, but strong. Leave her alone, Ryan. You've already hurt her enough. Ryan didn't listen. He took a step toward Emma, his hands shaking. You're mine, Emma. You belong to me. Aiden stepped in front of her, blocking Ryan's path. Not anymore. Ryan sneered. And you, stay out of this. You're nothing to her. Emma's hands shook, but she found her voice. I'm not yours, Ryan, she said, her words clear and strong. I'm no one's property. Ryan glared one last time and stormed out, leaving the house in chaos. Once the door slammed shut, Emma collapsed into Aiden's arms, tears streaming down her face. I'm sorry, she whispered. Aiden gently wiped her tears away. You have nothing to apologize for, he said. You're free now. In that moment, Emma realized something. She didn't need Ryan. She didn't need anyone to define her. What she needed was the love that Aiden had been offering her all along. Aiden cupped her face and kissed her softly, deeply, as if he had been waiting for this moment forever. And for the first time in her life, Emma felt completely loved.